And welcome back. Helping support children and teenagers who stutter. That's the goal, anyway, of the University of Cincinnati's Fluency Friday this week. It is an all-day workshop connecting kids and their families to experts, speech language students, and one another. Over the workshop's 25 years, by the way, they have helped more than 1,200 people. And this year's event, again, is this coming Friday. Joining me here today to talk about it is Rockin' Ron Schumacher. I'm sure you'll recognize his voice from 103.5. WGRR right here, and then Rob Reichart from Pathways Forward Center for Stuttering. Guys, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, Rob, I want to first start with you a little bit. I know most people know what stuttering is, but can you help us really understand a little bit about the science behind it?
Yeah, you know, stuttering, what we're understanding more and more, is really something that is based in how the brain is organized and is no one's fault. And what we know about over time is that a lot of times children, if they continue to stutter, that they can feel very isolated by stuttering and develop a lot of thoughts and feelings about talking and also about themselves that is not very helpful. So I think one of the things that this program offers is a chance for children to connect with other children and adults who stutter, to learn that it's okay to stutter. They can be outstanding and excellent communicators even if they stutter. And we're really trying to eliminate any shame that they might develop, to keep that from developing, and to feel that they have a place where they can be heard and feel connections.
I was telling you that a mentor to me growing up, he stuttered. He was a doctor, and he said as a kid he was so self-conscious about it. Ron, I want to bring you in. You're one of the panelists for this year's workshop, and you're very open about the fact that you stutter. And here you are on the radio, so you're such a great example of it doesn't really matter. You can overcome and be whatever you want to be despite the fact that you face this. Talk to me a little bit about your situation.
You know, I took a speech, I saw a speech therapist in my elementary school days, and you know, back then in the 60s, they didn't really know what to do. I just remember reading flashcards. I could have used you 50 years ago. You know, and Fluency Friday is such, I mean, you get to meet other kids your age, that you know, experiences that they're going through, and there's information and there's just inspiration. I mean, it's just, it is life-changing.
I want Rob to talk to me a little bit about Fluency Friday. It's 2 days away, and what can young people expect from this? This is kids up to 18, right?
Yeah, like ages 7 to 18.
Great.
You know, if they come, they're going to hear from a really cool keynote speaker who actually attended the first Fluency Friday, who's now a thriving adult who happens to still stutter. And there's a lot of chance to connect to kids who stutter, adults who stutter. There's a lot of talking opportunities. We have things called conversational stations where they can learn about stuttering. They can practice doing job interviews if they're an older kid, how to deal with teasing and bullying. Then we have open mic, which is really fun. So kids will come up, tell jokes, tell stories, and feel so much support. And it doesn't matter if they stutter, we hear their words regardless.
Tell me a little bit, Ron, about for the people out there who are watching, if there's a parent, I mean, usually, you know, it's the parents who are home this time of day, maybe watching, what would you say to them about this program as someone who has dealt with stuttering?
I would challenge them to find a speaking opportunity. I mean, I didn't know that I could do radio until I actually got behind a microphone and found out that I can have fluency. But it's also, you know, I have stuttered on the air, and it's okay. It's okay to stutter. So that would be my big thing, is it's, you know, it is not this crushing thing that a lot of stutterers make it out to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to define you.
Right, yeah.
Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate it and all that you're doing to try and help young people. So once again, Fluency Friday is this coming Friday. It's November 14th at the University of Cincinnati's medical campus. Again, it's open to students ages 7 to 18. Since they're celebrating, by the way, an anniversary this year, I think this is fantastic. The attendance fee is all waived. It's free, so why not do it? Make the time. For more information, you can scan the QR code here on your screen or just go to UC's website. We're also going to have all of this information for you on our website, WLWT.com. Ron, Rob, guys, thank you for being here and for continuing to help that younger generation.